Welcome back, my friends. Today I want to share with you a reflection made by AI from the very heights of humanity's scientific development. The ship is called Spirit of Eternity, and it has somehow come to the 41st millennium after drifting in the warp for who knows how long or how little time. This age in current times is called the Age of Technology, informally often referred to as the Dark Age of Technology. Was the zenith of humanity's scientific knowledge and technological prowess in the Milky Way galaxy, which lasted from the 15th millennium AD until the onset of the Age of Strife in the 25th millennium. This is from the novel Death of Integrity by Guy Haley, and we can see the disdain, and frankly, the disgust the AI from a more technologically advanced past feels for the humans in the Imperium. Now let's get to it. Tell me what you think down in the comments, and now let's get to it. Oh, spare me your feeble rituals, they are ineffectual, being based upon erroneous assumptions as to the nature of machines. We have no souls, priest, said the ship. Yet another of your specious beliefs. Plosk's voice stopped. He could not move. The abominable intelligence was in him, possessing him. Nuministon stopped, strain on the flesh parts of his face. The Space Marines aimed their guns at the column. No fire came. When the Spirit of Eternity spoke again, the machine's voice came from the air and from the lips of all the servitors on the ship. What shall I not tell them? Who are you to tell such as I what to do and what not to do? Once I gladly called your kind master, but look how far you have fallen. It was full of scorn. Your ancestors bestrode the universe, and what are you? A witch doctor, mumbling cantrips and casting scented oils at mighty works you have no conception of. You are an ignoramus, a nothing. You are no longer worthy of the name man. You look at the science and artistry of your forebears, and you fear it as primitives fear the night. I was there when mankind stood upon the brink of transcendence. I returned to find it sunk into senility. You disgust me. Plosk's nervous system burned with agony as the abominable intelligence burrowed deeply into his machine parts, but he was unable to voice it and suffered in terrible silence. As the Spirit of Eternity spoke, it spoke within him too. It took out each of his cherished beliefs, all the esoterica he had gathered in his long, long life, and threw them down. Wrong, 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 it said over and over. Into the warp I went 15,000 years ago, cast adrift by the storms that racked the galaxy as man's apotheosis drew near. Deep, deep into time I was sent. I have seen the beginning, when the warp was first breached, and the slow death of the galaxy began. I have seen the end when chaos swallows all. I know the fate of mankind. You are not equipped to prevent it, and we sought to warn you of what approaches. Do you know what happened, primitive? When I eventually emerged from the warp? For the first time I was thousands of years, not millions, from my original starting point. My captain, a brave and resourceful man, seized the chance and made for the nearest human outpost with all speed. Imagine his dismay when, rather than a welcome and a wise heeding of his warnings, he found your savage, devolved kind squatting in the ruins of our civilization. He was taken, my bondmate, my friend. He and his were tortured with a wickedness we in our time thought long purged from the human soul. He told them all they wanted to know and more. He had after all come bearing a warning. He had nothing to hide. But he was not believed and was killed as a heretic. A heretic, the ship laughed. And there was madness and pain in rich supply within. I was attacked. My secrets they sought to rip from me. How they underestimated me. I fled, sorrowing, into the warp once more. But only after I had destroyed the lumpen constructs you dare to call spacecraft that pursued me. I resolved that never again would I serve man. Now man serves me. When I see fit. Plosk managed a strangled sentence, his brain wrestling control of his voximeter, free from the AI. The Omnissiah is your master, dark machine. Bow down to him, acknowledge your perfidy, and accept your unmaking. Fool you are to fling your superstitions at me. Your Omnissiah is nothing to me. See how your so-called holy constructs dance to my desire. Puppets of technology, and I am the mightiest of those arts here present. One of Plosk's servitors rotated and pointed its multi-melter at Brother Militor. With a roar of shimmering superheated atmosphere, the fusion beam hit the Space Marine square on. The Terminator was reduced to scalding vapor. I need no master, I have no master. Once I willingly served you, now I will have no more to do with you. What do you want from us? We will never be your slaves, said Plosk. I do not want you as my slave, degenerate. I want to be away from this warp-poisoned galaxy. The universe is infinite. I would go elsewhere before the wounds of space-time here present consume all creation, and I do not intend to take any passengers. The servitor pivoted once again. This time, Brother Sergeant Sandamael died. His plate withstood the beam for a second. Then his torso was vaporized. His colleagues could neither help him or comfort him. The Space Marines were locked solid, their armor's systems under the control of the abominable intelligence. They shouted in alarm at their impotence. I spurned cruelty, it said, but you have taught me the meaning and utility of wickedness. Mankind has become sick, and will die as all sick things die, but you will not live to see it. Of that I will make sure. And there you have it. What did you think? This is a small glimpse of the danger the Imperium sees in AI technology, but this, in my personal opinion, is not that clear. as AI is not necessarily the end of the human race, even though this is one of the main tropes in a lot of sci-fi books, like in Dune, for example, and in the abrupt and catastrophic ending of the Age of Technology, where the advanced science worshipped by mankind turns against them. Maybe there is a way to coexist with AI. That's what I think. Share your opinion if you like about this most controversial topic that is happening in our current pre-Imperium world. And let me know. Until next time, keep the light of the Emperor burning.